Praptasya kalyana gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Mahaprabhu Kirtanya Nritya Gita Parichamaryan Manasura Sena Mahaprabhu Kirtanya Nritya Gita Parichamaryan Manasura Sena Romanchakam Pasutaranga Vajo Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shakshadarittvena samasta shastre Uktastarha bhavyatariva sadhi Good job we're not online yet. Shri Vigrahara Dana Nityanana Singarathan Mandira Majanado Yuktasya Bhaktam Jani Unjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasharo Saptana Tritam Hari Bhakta Sangan Hari Bhakta Sangan Kritvaiva Tripting Bhajato Sadeva Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shri Radhika Madhave Orapara Madhurya Leela Guna Rupa Nam Nama Pratikshana Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Nikunja Juno Ratikali Siryai Ayali Viryu Kirapekshaniya Tatra Tiraksha Rati Vallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Hare Krishna Sakshadaritvena samasta shastre Uktastadha bhavyatareva sadvi Kintu praborya priyareva tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Yasya prasarad bhagavad prasaro Yasya prasarana nagati kotopi Dhayam stu samstasya yasastri sandyam Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravindam Bande Guru Srimad Guru Rastaka Metaruchai Brahme Mohute Patati Prayatna Prayatna Yastena Brinda Vananata Shakha Sevaiva Labhya Janushankareva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Hare Krishna. So this morning we've been hearing Srila Guru Maharaj. We thought it was going to be a video, but it was an audio with Guru Maharaj's photo there, which is fine. And we listened very carefully as Srila Guru Maharaj was asked a question about when the Guru passes away, and then Guru Maharaj took this in the context of him asking about when Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, passed away. And then Guru Maharaj was discussing about the indications Srila Prabhupada had given in his life, about his Leela, his rasa with Krishna, his pastimes with Krishna. And Guru Maharaj saying that when withdrawn from the preaching activities in this world, then again reinstated to be in the position of Sakya Ras with the cowherd boys in Vrindavan. And then some analogies with Balaram and Krishna and Nityananda and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. This theme in Srila Guru Maharaj's talk, and it's the latest, I'm going to say video, but it is video. It's an audio. Anyway, I treat it as a video by YouTube, and it's the latest on the YouTube channel, Srila Sridhar Maharaj video series. So everyone can see, including with translation, if one clicks the little wheel. All right? So I'm only here for a moment. I'll pass over everything to everyone. I'll pass over everything to everyone. And maybe you sang this morning, right? No?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Rasamai Pandita, you sang? No? Okay, so please sing. And Sachidevi is here, Devananda Prabhu is here, Kalikadambra is here, Saraswati Devi Dasi is here.
Nitai pada kamala koti chandra shushitala.
Nitai pada kamala koti chandra shushitala.
Nitai jagata
jagata jurai.
Neno nitai bine bhai Radha Krishna paitena.
Neno nitai bine bhai Radha Krishna paitena. Kori dharo nitai bhai.
Se sambandha nahi ja vita janma gelota.
Se sambandha nahi ja vita janma gelota.
Sei poshu boro durachara.
Sei poshu boro durachara.
Nitai na bolilo muke mojilo shankara. Sarashuke
Nityananda Balinamukhe Sarasukhe
Gita Kule Vikore Ahankare Mata Hoya Nitai Pada Pasariya
Ahankare Mataya Nitai Pada Pasariya
Asa Tere Satya Kori
Asatere Satya Kori Mani
Nitaya Karuna Habe Braje Radha Krishna Pave
Nitaya Karuna Have Raja Radha Krishna Pave
Aro Nitaya Charana
Dharo Nitaya Charana Dukani
Nitaya Charana Satya Tahara Seva Kanita
Nitai Pada Sada Koro Asha Naratama Boroduki Nitai More Koro Suki Naratama Boroduki Nitai More Koro Suki Rakoranga Charanera Bhasha Rakoranga Charanera Bhasha Dayonitai, 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 Dayonitai. Dayonitai, 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 Dayonitai. So please continue happily, with no breaks between the tiles for the water to go through. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru Maharaj.
We have 5 minutes. One more song.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Then we're going to. Good morning, everyone. Have we said hello? Good morning. We're live, aren't we? Right? Have we been live for a while? Okay. Good morning. Buongiorno. Buenos dias. Welcome. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mott, London chapter. We're going to continue with our reading. Madhusudana Maharaj is busy, so you're stuck with me.
Jai.
So then we will continue with some Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And hopefully I can stop myself to then read some Srila Guru Maharaj's Search for Sri Krishna. So, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, we are in Antya-lila chapter 10, currently at text 42-ish. And so, okay. So we just finished talking about who, Damayanti and who's this? Raghava Pandit. That's right. Raghava Pandit's sister Damayanti, all of the preparations that she would make every year that would be taken to Jagannath Puri. And then the last couple of verses, the superintendent for all those bags of preparations that were made by Damayanti to take to Mahaprabhu was Makaradvaj Kar, who kept them with great attention like his very life. Thus all the Vaishnavas from Bengal went to Jagannath Puri. By chance, they arrived on the day when Lord Jagannath performed pastimes in the water. Okay, so we're starting today. Jai, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Sri Krishna's Kaviraj ki jai, 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 Sri Chaitanya jai, Nityananda jai, Vaita Chandra jai, Gaur Bhakta.
Sri Chaitanya Jai.
Namaste Chaitanya Jai Gaura Bhakta Vinna.
So, Narendra Jale Govinda Naukate Chadiya Jala Krida Kore Sava Bhakta Gana Loya. Boarding a boat in the water of Narendra Sarovar, Lord Govinda performed his water pastimes with all the devotees. Se Kale Mahaprabhu Bhakta Gane Sange Narendra Aila Dekite Jala Keli Range. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived with his personal associates to see the jubilant pastimes of Lord Jagannath in Narendra Sarovar, which is in Jagannath Puri. Se Kale Aila Saba Gaurera Bhaktagan Narendrete Prabhu Sange Hoila Miman. At the same time, all the devotees from Bengal arrived at the lake and had a great meeting with the Lord. Bhaktagan Pade Ashe Prabhu Rachane Uttaya Prabhu Savare Kaila Alingane. All the devotees immediately fell at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the Lord lifted and embraced every one of them. Amazing. Gauriya Sampradaya Sabha Karina Kirtana Prabhara Milane Utte Premara Krandan. The Gaudiya Sampradaya, consisting of all the devotees from Bengal, began congregational chanting. When they met the Lord, they began to cry loudly in ecstatic love. Jalakrita Vajjagita Nartana Kirtan Mahakolahala Tire Shalile Kelan. Because of the pastimes in the water, there was great jubilation on the shore, with music, singing, chanting and dancing creating a tumultuous sound. Gauriya Sankirtane Ararodana Milila Mahakolahala Hoila Brahmanda Bariya. Indeed, the chanting and crying of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas mixed and created tumultuous sound vibration that filled the entire universe. Noisy Bengalis. Salvaktaloya Prabhu Nimilena Jai Sabaloya Jalakrita Karina Kutuhare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the water with his devotees and began his pastimes with them in great jubilation. Prabharahe Jalakrita Dasa Vrindavan Chaitanya Mangale Vistare Karyachena Varnan. In his Chaitanya Mangal, now known as Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavandas Thakur has given a detailed description of the activities the Lord performed in the water. Puna ihanvanile punarukti hai, vyaptalikana hai ara granta vadai. There is no use in again describing here the activities of the Lord. It would simply be repetitious and would increase the size of this book. Jalalila Kori Govinda Charila Alai, Nijagana Laya Prabhu, Gela Devalai. After concluding his pastimes in the water, Lord Govinda returned to his residence. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the temple, taking all his devotees with him. Okay, so here's a little tiny purport by Swami A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. The deity referred to herein as Govinda is the Vijay Vigraha in the temple of Lord Jagannath. When there is a need to take Jagannath somewhere, the Vijay Vigraha is taken because the body of Jagannath is very heavy. The Vijay Vigraha in the Jagannath temple is known as Govinda. For the pastimes in Narendra Sarovar, the Vijay Vigraha was carried there instead of Lord Jagannath. Jagannath Deki Punani Jagari Aila, Prasad Anaya Bhaktagane Kaila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to his residence after visiting the temple of Jagannath, he asked for a large quantity of Lord Jagannath's prasadam, which he then distributed among his devotees so that they could eat sumptuously. Ishtagoshti Sabalaya Katakshana Kaila Nija Nija Purvabhya Saya Sabai Pataila. After talking with all the devotees for some time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked them to occupy the individual residences in which they had lived the previous year. Govinda Tai Raghava Jali Samarpila Bojana Grihera Kone Jali Govinda Rapila. Raghava Pandit delivered the bags of eatables to Govinda, who kept them in a corner of the dining room. Govinda Mahaprabhu's servants, not Govinda the Lord. Purvavat Sarera Jali Aja Kariya Dravya Parivare Rake Anya Grihelaya. Govinda thoroughly emptied the bags from the previous year and kept them in another room to fill them with other goods. Aradina Mahaprabhu Nijaganalaya Jagannatha Deklena Shayotane Jaya. The next day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went with his personal devotees to see Lord Jagannath, when Lord Jagannath arose early in the morning. Veda Sankirtana Tahan Aramba Karila Satta Sampradaya Tabe Gaite Lagila. After seeing Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began his all-encompassing Sankirtan. He formed 7 groups which then began to chant. Sapta Sampradaya Nitya Kare Sapta Jana Advaita Acharya Ar Prabhu Nityananda. In each of the 7 groups was a principal dancer, such as Advaita Acharya or Lord Nityananda. You don't think when you see that depiction of Advaita Acharya as an old man with a beard, right? And he was older because he was the one that called Mahaprabhu down, right? Yeah. Originally. So he was definitely mature. So then you wouldn't think that he would be a principal dancer in one of the Sankirtan groups, would you?
I heard one of these days before that all the devotees and also mentioned Advaita Acharya always stay young.
Always say, oh yes.
You heard that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Srivas and Advaita Acharya, that's right. Yeah. That was Mahaprabhu's blessing.
Yeah.
Because Mahaprabhu was asking, that's what Devashish was saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mahaprabhu was asking Srivas Pandit, how do you maintain your life? You know,
Oh,
you don't work, you don't do anything. Like, what's how are you doing this? And whatever comes, then I just use that to maintain my life.
Had the 3, 2, 1.
And then he says,
Oh yeah.
then he said, but it's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
It's by the 1, 2, 3 method or something. And then Mahaprabhu was like, what? What's 1, 2, 3? And Srivas says, well, if I don't get any, ingredients to maintain my family for 3 days, then I tie a big heavy earthen pot around my neck and throw myself into the Ganga. And then Mahaprabhu said, okay, well, he's giving him this boon that he will never be hungry, and will never be able to not maintain himself and his family. And even if there was a day where Lakshmi Devi would have to go out begging, that he would still not be without. And that then also, he mentioned at this point, that Shachi's saying now, that he also gave a boon to Srivas and Advaita Acharya that they would always be ever youthful. So Advaita Acharya is a principal dancer, and Nityananda also. Bakrishara Achutananda Pandita Srivas Satyaraja Kana Ara Naraharidas. The dancers in the other groups were Vakreshwara Pandit, Achutananda, Pandit Srivas, Satyaraj Khan, and Naraharidas. Satta Sampradaya Prabhu Koina Brahmana, Mora Sampradaya Prabhu Aiche Savaraman. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walked from one group to another, inspecting them, the men in each group thought, the Lord is within our group. Sankitana Kolahare, Akasha Bedila, Sabajaganathavashi, Dekite Aila. The congregational chanting made a tumultuous roar that filled the sky. All the inhabitants of Jagannath Puri came to see the kirtan. Raja Ashi Dure Deke Nijaganalaya, Raja Patni Sabadeki, Attali Chariya. Accompanied by his personal staff, the king also came there and watched from a distance, and all the queens watched from the elevated parts of the palace. Kirtana atope pritivi kore talamala, haridvani kore loka hoila kolahala. Due to the forceful vibration of kirtan, the entire world began trembling. When everyone chanted the holy name, they made a tumultuous sound. Gauranga Sundar, Radha splendid, with fine garments, wonderful garland. Due to the forceful vibration of kirtan, the entire world began trembling. When everyone chanted the holy name, they made a tumultuous sound. Matta katakshana karaila kirtana apanena chite tabe prabhara hoilaman. In this way, the Lord had congregational chanting performed for some time, and then he himself desired to dance. Sattadike Satta Sampradaya Gaya Bajai Maje Maha Prema Veshe Nache Gaurarai. The 7 groups began chanting and beating their drums in 7 directions, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began dancing in the center in great ecstatic love. Uriya Pare Mahaprabhu Ramani Smriti Hoila Sarubere Se Pada Gaite Agyadila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remembered a line in the Orisan language and ordered Sarup Damodar to sing it. Jagamohana Pari Maura Jao. Let my head fall at the feet of Jagannath in the Kirtan hall known as Jagamohan. Okay.
What a scene, huh?
What a scene, exactly. It's just incredible, the nectar of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have all this concepts of philosophy of, you know, the universes and creation and birth and death and karma and yoga and, you know, who cares about any of that when you can just listen to Mahaprabhu's pastimes? Actually, it's just full of nectar. Like, you know, from what we can, obviously I have some pathetic ability to, you know, dive into those things, of course. But we get some sort of glimpse by the grace of Krishnadas Kaviraj of the ecstatic, sublime, incredible, beautiful, sweet, all the personalities, the relationships, and the, you know, it's just, because it's all transcendental, it's all eternal, and it's so rich, rich and beautiful. Eparin nitya karena parama aveshe savaloka chauriki prabhura prema jale bashe. Simply because of this line, the line that he had Swarup Damodar just sing, simply because of this line, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in greatly ecstatic love. People all around him floated in the water of his tears. Bol Bolena Prabhu Sri Bahu Tuliya Haridwani Kare Loka Anande Vashiya. Raising his two arms, the Lord said, "Chant, chant." Floating in transcendental bliss, the people responded by chanting the holy name of Hari. Prabhu Pari Murchajai Sasanahyar Achamite Utte Prabhu Kariya Hukar. The Lord fell to the ground unconscious, not even breathing. Then suddenly he stood up, making a loud sound. Sagana Pulaka Jena Shimulera Taru Kabu Prapulita Anga Kabuhaya Saru. The hairs on his body constantly stood up like the thorns on a shimula tree. Sometimes his body was swollen and sometimes lean and thin. Pratiroma Kupe Haya Prashveda Raktodgam Jajagaga Pari Mumu Gadgada Bachan. He bled and perspired from every pore of his body. His voice faltered. Unable to say the line properly, he uttered only Jajagaga Parumumu. Parimumu. Eka eka danta jena pitak pitak nare. Aiche nare danta jena bhumikashi pare. All his teeth shook, as if each was separate from the others. Indeed, they seemed about to fall to the ground. Kshane kshane vare prabhura ananda avesha, tritya prahara harila nitya nahe shesha. His transcendental bliss increased at every moment. Therefore, even by mid-afternoon, the dancing had not ended. Savalokara Uttalila Anandasagar, Savaloka Prashaila Deha Atmagar. The ocean of transcendental bliss overflowed, and everyone present forgot his body, mind, and home. Tabe Nityananda Prabhu Sijila Upai Krame Kramen Kirtaniya Rakila Savai Kirtaniya. Sorry. Then Lord Nityananda found a way to end the kirtan. Why? He gradually stopped all the chanters. Swarupera Sangye Matta Eka Sampradai, Swarupera Sangye Seha Manda Saragai. Thus, only one group continued chanting with Swarup Damodar, and they chanted very softly. Kola hola nahi prabhura kichubaya hoila tabenityananda savara shrama janaila. When there was no longer a tumultuous sound, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to external consciousness. Then Nityananda Prabhu informed him of the fatigue of the chanters and dancers. Bhaktasrama Jani Kaila Kirtana Samapan Sabalaya Ashikraila Samudre Snapan. Understanding the fatigue of the devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stopped the congregational chanting. Then he bathed in the sea, accompanied by them all. Sabalaya Prabhu Kaila Prasada Bhojana Sabare Vidaya Dila Karite Shayana. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took prasadam with all of them and then asked them to return to their dwellings and take rest. Okay, I think we'll stop there so that we can fit some of Guru Maharaj's Search for Sri Krishna in. We'll take a little rest from the ecstasy of Chaitanya Leela. Find out tomorrow what happens next. Okay, Search for Sri Krishna Ki Jai, Sri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. We're now on page 113, Levels of God Realization. And so Guru Maharaj has been talking to a Christian about Christianity and Jesus and how great Jesus is not to be considered in a stagnant way, and that he has his own individual relationship in the infinite reality, and we shouldn't limit him and his progress to one particular, whatever Jesus' pastime was in this world is not the limit of his existence. He has an eternal reality that he is relating with. He's relating with the Lord. He's talking about his Father, my Father. So he is continuing his relationship with the Lord, deeper and deeper. That's the hope for all of us, is that we'll be deeper and deeper relating with the Lord. And we're all where we're at. It doesn't matter where anyone else is at. We just need to worry where we're at and try and proceed from there. So, Joshua Guru Maharaj, Levels of God Realization. The gradation of transcendental realization has been explained by Srila Sanatana Goswami in his book Brihad Bhagavatamrita. There we find that in the course of the realization of Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotional service, the great sage Narad Muni is visiting different places. First, he encounters Karma Mishra Bhakti, or devotional service mixed with fruitive activities. Once there was a Brahmana in Allahabad. He was a wealthy man, and on the occasion of the Kumbh Mela, when millions of sages and devotees gathered for a religious festival, he arranged for services to the different types of saintly persons who were present there. He conducted a sacrifice and finally finished the function with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The Brahmana was mainly engaged in karma kanda, or fruitive work, but he was also rendering service to the saintly persons. Ultimately, he ended everything with Nam Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Narada Muni approached the Brahmana saying, "You are very fortunate that you are doing these things. This is the proper utilization of your money and caste. By engaging in such holy activities, you are certainly most fortunate." The Brahmana told him, "What am I doing? This is nothing. You should go to see the fortune of King Indrajumna. He is distributing the prasad remnants of Lord Jagannath in a grand style. How grandiose is the worship of Narayan there. Go there and you will appreciate his devotional service." So Narad Muni went to see Indrajumna Maharaj, and there he also found the king extensively engaging all his resources in the worship of Lord Jagannath. Narad approached him saying, "You are so fortunate in this world. The king told him, "What can I do, Narad? This is nothing. If you want to see how devotional service should be practiced, you should go to Lord Indra, the king of heaven." Narad Muni went to Indradev and praised him by saying, "Oh Indra, you are very fortunate. Vamanadev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared as your younger brother. And here in Indraloka, there are always religious festivals worshipping Krishna." Indra said, "Oh, what do you say? What love have I for Krishna? Everything belongs to him, but in my foolishness, I tried to prevent him from taking the Parijata tree from heaven. Not only that, but I am always being attacked by the demons, and my wife is also sometimes disturbed. What fortune do you find in me?" From Indra, Narad went to Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe. There he found the personified Vedas singing praise to Lord Brahma. Narad, who was also his son and disciple, approached Lord Brahma, saying, "How greatly fortunate you are! You are entrusted by Lord Narayan himself with the management of the whole universe, and sometimes you visit him for guidance in the administration of the universe. We also find that some portions of the Vedas are engaged in singing your glories. You are so fortunate." Lord Brahma felt a little disturbed. He said, "What are you saying, Narad? You are praising me and increasing my false pride. But did I not tell you that I am nothing but a small creature in the hand of Narayan? I am engaged in external activity. I have no time to give in the interest of my devotional life. My Lord has rather deceived me by engaging me in such a busy matter as managing the universe. I am most unfortunate. Rather, you should go to Mahadev, Lord Shiva. He does not care for anything in this world. He is aloof and indifferent, and has his aim toward Lord Narayan. He is devoted to Lord Ramachandra, and he is very fond of the holy name of Lord Ram. His wife, Parvati Devi, is also helping him in his devotional life, and she is very happy." Narad Muni went to Shiva Loka and began to chant in praise of Lord Shiva. "You are the master of the world. The Vedas sing your glories. You hold the highest position." In this way, Narad began to glorify him. But Lord Shiva became very excited and a little angry at this. "What are you saying, Narad? I have so much indifference towards this world that I am mainly interested in knowledge and penance. This holds the better portion of my interest. Whatever little inclination I have for devotional service to Narayan is very negligible. Sometimes I have such an apathetic spirit towards Narayan that I even fight with him in favour of one of my disciples."
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. "I am disgusted with my position. Penance, power, mystic yoga perfection, and indifference to the world, that is my business."
Remember Krishna. Do two things. Always remember Krishna.
Okay,
And never forget.
Jai.
Jai.
This is Jnana Mishra Bhakti, or devotional service mixed with empiric speculative knowledge. Lord Brahma is the ideal of Karma Mishra Bhakti, or devotional service mixed with fruitive activity. Wow, what do we think we're doing? Right, Lord Brahma is the ideal of Karma Mishra Bhakti. I mean, this is the thing, it's the very subtle points about Guru Varga and the substance of what they are connected with and delivering to us and trying to force upon us despite our inability to accept these super, super high things.
Yeah.
Where we can somehow be engaged in some service, in some seva, to them, if we can somehow engage really in some sort of activity in service to Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, then it is so high. Shiva is the ideal of Jnana Mishra Bhakti. He still maintains some affinity for an independent position and not for percent acceptance of service to the Supreme Lord Narayan. Lord Shiva said, if you really want to experience Shuddha Bhakti, go to Prahlad Maharaj. There you will find pure devotional service. In this way, we have been directed to trace the development of Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotional service, beginning with Prahlad Maharaj, because Prahlad does not want anything in exchange for his devotional service. That's a key point, right? We don't want anything in exchange, subtly or otherwise. In Srimad Bhagavatam, he says, Nanyata te kilogoro gateta karan atmana yasta ashisha asaste nasa britya savai vanik. Whoever is doing something for the satisfaction of Narayan and wants something in return is not a servant but a merchant. He wants to give something to the Lord and then take some price in exchange for that. So Prahlad Maharaj is a pure devotee, and although through a pure devotee, and only through a pure devotee of Narayan can one attain pure devotion. Hence, our Guru Bhagavad. They are explaining explicitly and comprehensively and beautifully what it means to actually be giving without wanting anything in return. It's 8 o'clock. There's a subheading coming up. We can continue tomorrow, hopefully. The next subheading is mutual love of God. Okay, then, who hasn't sung and who is willing to sing?
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hariharaya Nama Krishna
Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Shivaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Shivaya Namaha. Gopa Govindaya Sri Madhusudaya. Gopa Sundara Ki Hridaya Ju Ki Jai.
Jai.
Om Vishnu Pad Sila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Vishnu Pad Sila Bhakti Rakak Sila Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Bhagavan Sila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai.
Jai.
Sri Rupanuga Gurvaka Ki
Jai.
Jai. Namacharya Sila Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai.
Jai. Om Vishnu Pad Vishwavarena Sila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Sri Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki
Jai.
Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki
Jai.
Jai. Sabashara Sini Jananda Prabhu Ki
Jai.
Jai. Sabashara Sima Mahaprabhu Ki
Jai.
Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki
Jai.
Jai. All glories to the world devotees Ki
Jai.
Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki
Jai.
Jai. Abhinavasunda Prabhu Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai.
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Premananda.